The One Who Fell to Earth.
The One Who Fell to Earth.
The One Who Fell to Earth.
What's the next song called?
5, 6, 7, 8.
One Who Fell to Earth. So The One Who Fell to Earth was the first song that we finished for the album, and it definitely set the stage for how we wanted this album to go. It's a lot more aggressive, in your face, and that alone is a bit different from us. We're used to being a bit more of a dynamic band, and this one just punches you in the face right from the get-go.
Pretty much conceptually, the whole album revolves around one big story about, two brothers and the conflicts that they share and differences of opinions. And pretty much what's happening in this song, it's the ill brother, that's his last words before he ultimately takes his own life. So it's very hyper and dramatic, and this was one of the first songs that I actually wrote the lyrics to beforehand instead of having the music to it. And I was really happy to get the first and second verse in there, and it fit, and I was thrilled. For a second I thought it wouldn't fit, but it did, and I think it goes really, really well.
The One Who Fell to Earth, that was the first song that Chris came in and kind of showed everybody. Pretty much fully written. We went about changing a few things here and there, but for the most part, the skeleton, most of the muscles and meat bones were all there. When I was writing it, it came from two separate songs. Basically the whole first part of the song was one idea, and then the middle section with all the guitar solos and leads and stuff, that was the second idea. And one day I was just like, hey, we put these two parts together, and they worked out, and here we are now. That song was originally called A Frantic Tug in the Dark, as a reference to a bad review we got on the last album. I feel like every album needs to have a song now that will be called A Frantic Tug in the Dark, and this one just fit the bill perfectly.
So for the last record, I went with a bigger setup, 2 racks, 3 floors, snare, all kinds of cymbals. For this record, I stayed with a simpler drum kit, snare, floor, bass drum. I've been listening to a lot of Mark Giuliano recently, and a few other drummers that are using more simplistic kits, and that idea of doing more with less was really attractive to me. I mean, overall, the drums on this whole record in particular, The One Who Fell to Earth, they're much more aggressive. I was more tired after playing those songs as opposed to, playing on like a Thalassus 2 or anything like that. That was something I was pretty proud of with that record.
This felt like the perfect song to debut as the first single because it was exactly the direction that we feel that we've been moving in. Like I said, more aggressive, more in your face. It's definitely shown how we've evolved as a band, adding Jim into the fold. Really definitely influenced where this track is going.
I had come from a hard rock and pop punk background musically, so getting into a band like this that's, weird time signatures, weird chords that I hate, you name it. It was a very weird transition for me to change my entire style of playing.
I'm not sure how it does end conceptually. I don't know if the ill brother places a curse on the sane brother or anything like that. But his last words are, keep your eyes wide, don't ever let them close. And then throughout the rest of the album, the main character, the sane brother, suffers from he just can't sleep for the rest of the album. So he's suffering from sleep deprivation and what's the term when you stay up all night? Narcolepsy is when you fall asleep. I don't know, one of those. So as that one ends, then we get into White Noise. So this one's really, really important. This one, in my opinion, this ends the first stage